Am I on? Am I on? He just mooned me. Can you believe he just mooned me? Instead of telling me yes, he mooned me instead. Stop it. Now he's mooning me and shaking it at me. Sit down. Sit down. You guys are lucky you don't have to see this. I'm taking the full brunt of this for you. You're very welcome. Hi guys. Hi Sandy. Hi Rosie. Sandy, please message me when you get a day off to let me know how everything went. I've been really worried about you guys today. But don't worry about it until you know you got a day off, because I know you are very, very busy. So, and I will be here, so there's no rush. I got a few updates, guys. My Aunt Ona, my great Aunt Ona, Whetstone, I told you guys she was being released from the hospital because she went in with congestive heart failure and then it got better and they were sending her home. Well, they was going to send her home yesterday, and then when they went back in, her congestive heart failure came back again. So she's still in the hospital, and the new heart medicine apparently is not working. And of course, you know, she's got cancer as well, and she's older. Aunt Ona's the last one of my Papa's side of the family that's left alive. When she's gone, we won't have nobody else on Papa's side of the family. She's a really, really good woman. She was why do I keep saying that? I keep saying she was instead of she is. I keep jinxing myself. She is my Papa's sister. Everybody in my family, Aunt Ona, she's lived is living longer than any of them. I can't believe it, and because everybody seems to die early in my family. Papa was in his 50s when he died of lung cancer. Granny was in her early 60s when she died of cancer. My cousin Lisa, my first cousin Lisa, she was in her 30s when she died of cancer. And she was a very, very healthy, fit person. My brother died when he was 3 days old. I had 3 cousins, I believe, that died when they were 13, boys. And I had one die when he was 15 from a heart-related issue. I could go on and on. I mean, there's been so many. Sherm's pointing at his watch, so I gotta hurry up. I'm sorry, he's just, I'm sorry. I can just remember Aunt Ona always coming to the Granny and Papa's all the time. I could always remember her sitting there chewing her gum. And it would always make that popping sound. You know, when you get a bubble in your gum, when you got that stick gum. It's hard to explain, but it's just a memory I always have. They always came over to Granny and Papa's to visit, and that's where we lived, Granny and Papa. Or beside of them. We were either living with them or beside of them, so it was always at Granny's, so. Good old days. Please pray for Jewel Gill, because she is Ona's niece as well. She's really worried about her because, like I said, she loves Aunt Ona very much, and Aunt Ona's the last one left in our family on Papa's side. Aunt Ona is her mom's sister, and she's Papa's sister to us. So, and Jules got, health problems of her own as well. But she's really, really worried about Aunt Ona, as we all are, so please keep her in your prayers. And please keep Fuzz and Eric in your prayers. They have that test today to see if Fuzz is a kidney match for Eric. That is today. It's probably already been done, because I know they were going up there early this morning. So please keep them in our prayers anyways until I hear to let you guys know. And I'll just go through the rest of the people real fast without saying why. Except for, I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Miranda Caverly, Crohn's disease. Patty Weiscup, I have not heard nothing else about her yet. After she was supposed to have a treatment because she was in a lot of pain in her back and hip. I haven't heard no more about that. Cindy Wells, she's got some health problems. I'm not doing very good of not telling, am I? Sorry. Macy, who had the brain biopsy, she is doing good. She is standing up, walking around, and her mom got her a shirt she was wearing. It said, "I had brain surgery," and all I got was this crappy t-shirt or something like that. She's wearing it around, she's got her head all wrapped up, of course, but as soon as I find out the results of her biopsy, of course, I will update and let you guys know. So please pray for good results for Macy. She's only 16, by the way. Okay, Sandy, please keep Sandy in your prayers. She's going through a lot of stuff right now. Fuzz is her son. And Eric is her relation as well. Ryan is Sandy's friend. He needs prayers for strength and comfort, as well as Sandy does. Sherman Crabtree, still got that tingling and stuff in his arm. I did get his appointment set up. They moved it up to April 13th, and then the kidney doctor called, and he's got an appointment with them on the 14th. So 2 different days he's got to go in there.
12.
Or the 12th, sorry. Jennifer, my friend Jen, please keep her in your prayers. She's a really, really good person, Jen is. She's a hairdresser. She's a really good person. One of the nicest people I've ever met. Please keep Bridget in your prayers. She's still very sick with her stomach. I don't know what's going on yet. I still think she's going to have to go through a lot more testing, because I can't say I know a lot about what people go through, but I know what she's going through with this, because I've been through tons and tons and tons of different stomach tests. I didn't think I was ever going to get done taking tests on my stomach. So I know I have a feeling of what she's going to have to go through, because they've already done the scope on her, and I had that too. And then after that, it's like bombarding with a bunch of painful tests, and I hope they find out soon what's going on with her, and hope it's nothing serious. So please keep Bridget in your prayers. She's a really, really good Christian woman with 2 young children. She's my age, 35. We were very best friends. She's still one of my best friends. Always will be. We met in high school. Well, we met before that, but we became best friends in high school. Kenny Wellman. Barb Post. I asked my sister last night how her mom was doing, Barb. And I haven't heard back from her yet, but as far as I know, she's still doing better. Melly and the baby. She was not just running around that one day. I talked to her. She took Kinsley to the doctor, so please pray for Kinsley. She's got a double eye infection. She'll be 1 year old April 23rd. And Toby will be 7 on April 24th. Those are 2 of Mellie's babies. And she had to take her grandma to the hospital for a follow-up for pneumonia. Then she had to get her mom's check cashed and take it to the nursing home. Then she had to go get groceries. So she started pouring the blood again and went to the hospital when they thought her water had broke and took her to labor and delivery. And then they found out that her water didn't break. She was just bleeding again. So they got her to stop and I guess send her back home again, she said. So she always scares me to death every time she gets pregnant. She's supposed to get fixed this time, which, that's totally up to her. I don't say whether she should or not either way, but pregnancy is so hard on her body. I'm hurting. Please pray for my neighbor Garnet. Please pray for Abby and Jimmy Myers, because they both go through a lot. Please pray for Patty and Ernie Haynes. They both have a lot of health problems. Patty had just recently had to have one of her toes removed due to infection. She's always got infection going through her body. Her and Sherm both have, that's Patty Sherm's mom. They both have kidney cysts and stuff, and Sherm's got cysts in his sinuses as well. And they both got cysts in their kidneys. And having the cysts in the kidneys, for some reason, I don't know if it's going to have to happen with Sherm too, probably. She was not even allowed to be able to be put to sleep to get the toe removed. She just had to have, like numbing where she couldn't feel it, but she was awake because of the cysts in the kidneys. They couldn't put her to sleep. But she's got a blood disease, and Sherm was tested for it at just our family doctor, and they said he's a carrier of it. But I'm kind of afraid that if he had more extensive blood work at like the endocrinologist or something, they would probably say that he did have it, because they got a lot of the same symptoms. They're like mirror images, and it really scares me because Patty goes through a lot of crap, and I don't want to see Sherm go through all that. He already is, and he's only 40. Mindy Gallimore, I think she is getting better. She's feeling better now. Randy Post, my dad, and Cindy Welsh and Rhonda Karshner for health reasons. Randy Post, my dad, for health reasons as well, because he never takes care of himself. He's always just busy working. Alright guys, that is the updates for today. Sorry it took so long. I'm going to hurry now. Let's get on with the... Oh, forgot to do our prayer. Brother Jesus and Father, please watch over everyone that's on our prayer list today. You know who all they are, but I will go through their names. Ona Whetstone, Father, she's not getting any better. She's getting worse. Please be with her and heal her, Father. And please be with Jewel Gill and help give her strength and comfort. And help her with her health problems as well. Please be with Miranda Calvary and help her with her Crohn's disease. I pray they find a cure for Crohn's disease, Father. And I know she's been really depressed lately, because I know when you're chronically ill and you're sick all the time, most of the time you are depressed. Please be with Patty Weisskopf, Father. Haven't heard nothing about her after she had her treatment. Please pray. Please watch over Cindy Welsh and Macy and Sandy and Ryan and Sherm and Jennifer and Bridget. Please help them find out what's wrong with her stomach, Father. Please watch over Kenny Wellman and help him find a kidney, someone to donate a kidney to him, Father, and help him with his gastroparesis, Father. Please be with Barb Post and Melly and the baby, and let her have a safe pregnancy the rest of the way, and let her and the baby both be fine. Please watch over my neighbor Garnet and Abby and Jimmy Myers and Patty and Ernie Haynes. Please let Patty and Ernie get a break from their bad health for a while and be able to just be happy and enjoy life for a little while. Please watch over Mindy Gallimore and Randy Post and Cindy and Rhonda Karshner. And please watch over Fuzz and Eric, Father, as they were having that test today to see if they were going to be a kidney match so Fuzz can donate his a kidney to Eric. So please be with them all, for our Brother Jesus and Father. And please be with everyone watching this video. Please be with Sandy especially, Father, because I know how much, I don't have a child, but I know with my nieces and nephews and with Dottie how I would be worried about them, and I know what a good mother Sandy is. So I know how worried she has to be about Buzz. So please keep an eye on her and be with her, Father, and give her strength and comfort and help her through her daily life and at work and everything, Father. And please watch over the people watching this Bible reading and listening to this Bible reading today, Father, and let them know that it's not my words that I'm speaking, but it's your words. I'm just reading it, but it's your words, not mine. I'm just the one reading it. I'm nobody special. I'm just the one reading your word. You're the one who is special, and you're the one that they should know and should look up to. You're the only one they should look up to. I'm just a regular old sister in Christ that's just trying to get the word out for you, Father. And we love you with all of our hearts and souls. Amen. Amen. Okay, guys, let's get started. We'll be reading in the New International Version, and we will be reading Luke chapter 12, verses 35 through 59 today, starting with watchfulness. This is Jesus talking, by the way. Jesus is starting to talk about watchfulness here, talking about when he's going to come back, when he's going to come back to earth, when the end of the world's going to come. This is what he's talking about here. Be dressed, ready for service, and keep your lamps burning, like servants waiting for their master to return from a wedding banquet, so that when he comes and knocks, they can immediately open the door for him. It will be good for those servants whose master finds them watching when he comes. Truly, I tell you, he will dress himself to serve. Truly, I tell you, he will dress himself to serve. Will have them recline at the table and will come and wait on them. It will be good for those servants whose masters find them ready, even if he comes in the middle of the night or toward daybreak. But understand this, if the owner of the house had known at what hour the thief was coming, he would not have let his house be broken into. You also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him. Peter asked, Lord, are you telling this parable to us or to everyone? The Lord answered, Who then is the faithful and wise manager, whom the master puts in charge of his servants, to give them their food allowance at the proper time? It will be good for that servant whom the master finds doing so when he returns. Truly I tell you, he will put him in charge of all his possessions. But suppose the servant says to himself, My master is taking a long time in coming. And he then begins to beat the other servants, both men and women, and to eat and drink and get drunk. The master of that servant will come on a day when he does not expect him, and at an hour he is not aware of. He will cut him to pieces and assign him a place with the unbelievers. The servant who knows the master's will and does not get ready or does not do what the master wants will be beaten with many blows. But the one who does not know and does things deserving punishment will be beaten with few blows. From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded, and from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be asked. I have come to bring fire on the earth, and how I wish it were already kindled. But I have a baptism to undergo, and what constraint I am under till it is completed. Do you think I am to bring peace to an earth? No, I tell you, but division. From now on there will be 5 in one family divided against each other, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. They will be divided, father against son and son against father, mother against daughter and daughter against mother, mother-in-law against daughter-in-law, and daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. He said to the crowd, when you see a cloud rising in the west, immediately you say, it's going to rain, and it does. And when the south wind blows, you say, it's going to be hot, and it is. Hypocrites! How is it that you don't know how to interpret this present time? You know how to interpret the appearance of the earth and the sky. How is it that you don't know how to interpret this present time? Why don't you judge for yourselves what is right? As you are going with your adversary to the magistrate, try hard to be reconciled on the way, or your adversary may drag you off to the judge, and the judge turn you over to the officer, and the officer throw you into prison. I tell you, you will not get out until you have paid the last penny. And that is where we're going to stop with Luke for today, guys. The end of the world is not going to be a good time, except for the ones of us who love the Lord, who are saved and are called up to heaven. For people who are left here on this earth to suffer what's to come. There's going to be so much suffering. We're all going to have to deal with suffering. We may be here when the end of the, when the end of the world's coming. We're going to have to suffer through a lot as well. Just because we're Christians don't mean we get a free pass. We're going to suffer as well, but we just got to show God that we can pass the test, that we're going to stay faithful to Him, that no matter what the devil throws at us, he's not going to take the Lord from us. Just like when he tried to tempt Jesus, when Jesus was on the mountain praying. Okay guys, let's finish some more of our psalm today, which is Psalm 78, 56 through 64. Psalm 78. This is a little short one, the rest of it here, but if you want, you can close your eyes. But they put God to the test and rebelled against the Most High. They did not keep His statutes. Like their ancestors, they were disloyal and faithless, as unreliable as a faulty bow. They angered Him with their high places. They aroused His jealousy with their idols. When God heard them, He was furious. He rejected Israel completely. He abandoned the tabernacle of Shiloh, the tent He had set up among humans. He sent the ark of His might into captivity, His splendor into the hands of the enemy. He gave His people over to the sword. He was furious with His inheritance. fire consumed their young men, and their young women had no wedding songs. Their priests were not put to the sword, or their priests were put to the sword, and their widows could not weep. Okay, guys, you may open your eyes if you had them closed. That's where we're ending with Psalm 74, or Psalm 78, excuse me. And we have one little proverb today. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 24. It may be little, but it is mighty. Diligent hands will rule, but laziness ends in forced labor. Diligent hands will rule, but laziness ends in forced labor. Okay, guys, well, that was our Bible reading for today. I hope it touched your guys' hearts. I hope you guys are having a great day. We're supposed to get some snow this weekend. Can you believe that? It's supposed to be spring here. It's April. What's going on? It's crazy. Well, let's bring those souls to Jesus, and may God watch over you guys this weekend, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and God willing, I will see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye, guys. God bless.